Welcome to EV World News, where we talk about electric vehicles and green technology. I've got our full crew. I've got Bill and Mike with me today. Hey guys.
Howdy.
So
Hey,
we got some interesting news, and since we always do this show live, several of the green stocks have been moving pretty quick. Why don't we go ahead and let's start out by talking about Rivian? And it's interesting to see. Mike, you want to share your screen for this?
sure. Let me check it out. Hold on a second.
Rivian's been making some interesting, consistent moves.
All right, yeah, let's fly over to my main screen and we'll check it out right now.
All right.
All righty, guys, we're on the main screen. Which one we looking at first, Fisker?
We can start with Fisker.
There it is. It's up today nicely. Let's go to the 15 minutes. So here's the 15 minutes since 10 o'clock this morning. It's just making a big move on FSR.
Yeah,
Big move.
they introduced their Alaska electric pickup truck.
Oh, 6 hours ago.
Yeah. And if you guys have been following our show in the last week or so, we've been talking about holding this VWAP line, and they went under. And this one is clearly over now, and very nice support across that VWAP at $5.40 across there. High right here, $7.22. So you got a nice $2 box between 5 and 7, but it's looking good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, Mike, let me have the screen for a second.
Yep.
Here's what that new Fisker Alaska truck looks like. It's a nice looking truck. Looks a little bit like the Honda truck.
How much is
Same
that
kind
one?
of styling.
How much they sell that one for? A lot.
I don't know if I've seen what the pricing is on it yet.
Got to be a lot of money because of the
Well, they're
name.
all a lot of money. You're talking
It's like a Louis Vuitton.
probably north of $50,000 at least.
Oh, here we go. Expected to start at 45.4 before
There
factoring
we go.
in applicable incentives and upgrades and all that. We all know how that ends up playing out in the car market.
Yeah.
You know,
No, what I'm interested is he going to have Magna build it over in Europe like he's doing with the his first car, or is he going to do it over build it here somewhere? I'm suspecting he'll probably use a contractor like Magna.
It's got the Houdini rear door technology. What is that?
I have no idea.
I'm thinking that's this right here, where it's got the open window.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it'd be good to get Henrik Fisker maybe on one of our episodes someday soon.
Well, that would be great. I visited Fisker in California and interviewed him in person there.
Really?
That was probably 10 years ago. So I doubt if he remembers me.
You were the big dog in the industry then, though.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Oh.
Then I got old.
That's happening to all of us.
Yep.
Anyways, well, that's good. That's some good news from Fisker. Let's see. Why don't we take a look at NIO?
Yeah, NIO made a move today, man.
Now, NIO is a Chinese auto manufacturer.
Look what NIO did
with BYD.
NIO made a move today. NIO. Look at that. All of a sudden, same thing at like 11 o'clock. Boom, right here. It made a spike from 1170 to 1240 all of a sudden with all these other. Look at the daily. Oh, the daily's not coming. There's the daily. All right, it's above the VWAP. Yesterday was below it. Now it's above it.
So NIO announced that they're going to give their unaudited results on the 29th of this month before the U.S. market opens. But that was all. They simply announced that that's when they're going to provide numbers, and it looks like that may have made the stock jump a little bit.
And here's our Mullen, man, sitting at 90 cents.
Yeah, they did a 1-for-9 reverse.
Yeah, it was like at 11. It was like at $1.10 when it split, $1.11. Now it's at 90 cents. So yeah, and you could see right here volumes like slowing down and dying, not as big, volume drying up, no more sellers. So when there's no more sellers and they can't get stock where they want, they still need more shares. They got to bring that sucker up, man.
Well, what I'm wondering is, did Tesla cut their prices again in China for like 2 days in a row? So I'm wondering if that fact, is depressing again their sales as opposed, compared to what Tesla's been doing. So
Well, so Mullins, while they are trying to compete in the car market, because they put out something yesterday, they were announcing a new sports car, and it's nice looking, but their primary business to me is in more of your beam truck style vehicle and larger that would compete with, say, Ford E450 to E6 type truck. And they're building those, and there's definitely a market for that with electrification. But I
I should
really
look into.
don't.
I don't know. Where are they manufacturing those? Are they using a
So they've got a couple facilities. They
GM
got one in.
factory or?
They've got a factory in Tunica, Mississippi, is where they're
Okay.
making some stuff, which is right below Memphis. Then they got another one in Indiana that used to be Electric Last Mile Solutions. They bought out the assets of Electric Last Mile Solutions out of bankruptcy.
Okay.
And then they also have something with Bollinger Motors, but I'm not sure exactly what state. I know that's also in the Midwest somewhere. But I'm amazed. I see I don't see what the lack of confidence in that company really comes from. But that's just the way it is. The stock market's fickle sometimes. So
They don't have an Elon Musk.
no, but there's so many people though that you either love Musk or hate Musk. It
Yeah.
seems it's really a difficult business, in that regard. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look. There's this new company called Tesla. Let's look at them.
Oh, the new company called Tesla. Oh, I never heard of them before.
Yeah, let's see what they're doing today.
Tesla's on the downturn. This may be the bottom, though. It was stopped at 221. It's 224.
No, that's interesting.
What's this date? What's this date? On 7/19, 1 month ago, it was 300.
Ouch.
Now it's 200.
Yeah.
Where'd that money go? Where'd that money go? We're going to see some filings and some insiders that would dump in, Elon taking money out, everybody running for the hills.
Well, they lost? Who was that? They're recently an executive.
Their CFO.
Head of production? No, I think wasn't it the head of production? He took like about $800 million.
Oh, out.
He left.
It's a big downturn right there. That's a big downturn in that Tesla.
Are you seeing any trends?
No, looks like money has come out of Tesla and went into some of the other vehicles because they don't look the same chart.
All right, well, let's do
Rivian. See, like Rivian, maybe the money came out of Tesla and went into Rivian. Some of these mutual funds and it's the big boys that got to move money around and try to stay ahead of their competitor. And
looking to see if there's any news on Rivian. There really isn't anything special there, but they're up 2% today.
Yeah, Mike, is there any indication of any way to know who the shareholders are as opposed to individual investors, as opposed to like mutual funds and things like that? What the ratios are, percentages are?
Not really sure. Good question though. But I'm thinking that the computers and the big boys are pretty much all of the volume in the market.
Yeah.
Which stock you want to know?
Oh,
like
I
on
just,
Tesla?
Tesla, it made such a
Yeah.
big move, and I'm just
Yeah, it's
curious.
traded 70 million shares, like $1 billion. Those big
Yeah.
boys trading that.
See if I can sort by. So some of it is public knowledge. Okay, so there's a certain amount of information. You can go to a website like openinsider.com and you can pull up who the insiders are that
Wow.
own stock. And these are always, big names. Obviously, looking at Tesla, it'll show me when they sold shares. It's not telling me specifically on here who owns what, but I've done research on companies before to see who were the major shareholders, and it is possible to find out who a lot of the big ones are. I mean, you usually have, is it State Street, Vanguard, and BlackRock are
Yeah.
all generally the outside of a few inside people at a company. The next three biggest shareholders are usually those three
Yeah. And of
of
course,
pretty much everything.
BlackRock being the largest controller of shares in the world, something like that, 13 billion or sorry, $1 trillion or some.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's only two countries that have a larger GDP than BlackRock does.
And that's, of
Something like that.
course,
It was
US
US and
and
China.
China.
Yeah, so I've heard people say that the person who really rules the world is the CEO of BlackRock.
Yeah. Was it Fink? Is that his name, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me show you this website called FinViz, guys. So you go to Tesla on FinViz. You got the chart. Okay, blow it up a little bit.
Now, is that for the day or for a week or a year
You
or
can
what?
do it interday, daily, weekly, monthly, right up there. So you got
What are we
that.
seeing here?
Okay, then you come down here and you got all the short interest is 78 million. Insider transactions down 6%. Insiders own very little, it shows. Gives you the target price 239, 52-week high and low. Let's scroll down. Gives you, it's been downgraded by UBS from a buy to a neutral. Okay. Let's Wells Fargo.
United Bank of Switzerland, right? UBS.
Wells Fargo, Robert Baird, Citigroup, Jefferies, Truist, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Deutsche Bank, and this other one. They all have targets on it. And then you come here. Excuse the ads, guys. That's how these make these. So you have right here, everybody hates working for Elon. Tesla employees discuss what they call the brutal reality of working for Elon Musk.
Yeah, I posted that one today. There's two of them I posted today about that.
Rivian, is it a buy or a sell with Tesla launching its cheaper Model S? Who knows? These are news articles, guys. Let's scroll down lower. Look, lower. You have lots of news articles, lots. After the news, broken down by date, you have right here the balance sheet, the income statement, and the cash flow of the company. Really nice information.
This is where?
On FinViz.
FinViz, okay.
Then you scroll down underneath that and you see all the insider trading, like on August 4th, the Tanji Vabeha, and you can click on these and see how much they own and what kind of transactions they're doing. He options exercised, he sold shares, and so forth. Really great information right there.
Now, where's the data for this coming from? Is this Tesla has to post this to the SEC, or is this coming from a conglomeration of all the NASDAQ and everybody?
I'm sure that there's a site that's conglomerating all that data and then selling it to these sites.
Yeah. And so that's a good site for you guys to do some research if you'd like to, for sure. That's a good site.
Nice.
FinViz.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, great. Great. Well, all right, that was good on the doing a quick stock review about why some of these stocks were moving so much today. And anyways, I'm going to stop this stream